Hello everyone, it's Madison back with another cool DIY video this week, and this week we are celebrating Thanksgiving. If you celebrate, again, this is just a time of year where you get to look back on your year and think about, wow, what am I thankful for? So to start off this episode, I'm gonna say what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for Flowers for Dreams, thankful for, honestly, thankful for flowers. Yeah, I'm just thankful for flowers. They've really changed my life, so I'm very happy about them. And, you know, thankful for food. This Thanksgiving, I will be eating a lot of food, and I hope you do too. I'm mostly thankful for that, actually. So, yeah. So we're still in our Low and Lush series. So this means we're going to be doing another centerpiece. This one's going to be really cool because it's going to be a centerpiece that's, again, low and lush, but it's also a lot longer because I'm doing it in this really cool vase called a trough. This one's very low and rectangular and long. So it's really good for a centerpiece for those longer tables, like a rectangle table, kind of just like this. You put it in the center and then you can like build things all around it and really highlight its like rectangular shape along with your table. So I think it's very cool. And we're gonna be using, again, our friend chicken wire. This is gonna make sure that nothing's falling out of this vase as it's too low and too long to really try to build that like locking mechanism we do in a lot of our other simpler vases. So we're gonna need a little bit more help, and that's what our chicken wire is for. So that's gonna go in there. Now for our flowers, first we're starting with the greenery that we're using. We're gonna be using Nandina, another great fall foliage. Has lots of little pieces all over it, and even has these little berries that you see on it and these little spikes that we can use as like accents and fillers in our bouquet. So lots of uses to get out of this thing. Love, love Nandina. Next we have our focals. We have these beautiful bronze mums. Let me just take that off to show you real quick. It has like bronze color to it, but then also these gold edges to it. We've used it before in something different, but this is gonna be perfect for our Thanksgiving Low and Lush color palette that we're doing. So we got two of those. We have another mum that's gonna be more of just like a quick little accent. You only have one, but it's our cremon lunettes. These are very common on our menu here at Flowers for Dreams and our retail side, but we use them a lot in weddings and events because they're so full, and that color is beautiful. It's very light and creamy and has like a tinge of like pink or peach. Very pretty. Next we have our shimmer roses. Our shimmer roses are gonna add a beautiful like peachy color to it. I absolutely love them. They open up huge and they have a beautiful center. They're not just like that like singular center you see in like a very like basic level rose. It just has a little bit more to it. So very excited about these. And then we have a beautiful Playa Blanca. Again, it has a beautiful center, just like our shimmer roses. And it's a very full rose. We use this a lot in weddings too because it's so full and takes up a lot of space. So they're beautiful for centerpieces. Next, we have these snapdragons. These are some orange ones, and they have like little tinges of yellow in them. They're gonna add a beautiful orange pop and really really accent well with the bronze mums we have and the peach shimmer roses we have as well. All right, and next we're gonna be using a beautiful orchid. So we only have one bloom today, which is really cool. And because we don't need an entire full bloom of orchids in here, those are very expensive, but we just cut one off and then we're just gonna use this bloom, and it's in a little vessel called a water tube. So what we do is we fill it with water, and it has a little top that has a hole in it, and then we shove the stem inside of it, and that gives the orchid a water source. This is very common in structures where a flower has to be in like a structure or like an arch or a hubba or something like that, and we need it to stick out, but the stem isn't long enough to do that. Or some flowers just really need a water source, so they can't be in a structure without a water source for a very long time. So we have water tubes for that, and it looks like it's on a stick, so we can just stick it right inside of our arrangement. So yeah, that's what we got today. So let's get started. Remember, challenge yourself, but most importantly this week, do good. Be thankful for what you got and do good upon this world. That's what we do at Fire for Dreams. We're constantly trying to give back and being thankful for what we have in this world and give back with what resources we have. So that's our challenge for this week for you. Do good, you know? All right, so let's take our chicken wire. We are not gonna make a ball because we're not in a bowl this week. This week we're in a trough, this little rectangular thing. So we're gonna do it to the shape of that. So when you get yours, you're gonna like flatten it like this. It should be like a long rectangle. And then you're gonna take it and you're gonna like make like a tube, like an open tube, kind of curve in the sides, and then shove it in there to follow the shape of your trough. Should kind of look like this. Hope you guys can see that. Don't want to tip it too far and spill water everywhere. But yeah, this is what that should look like. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go in with our greens. So with Nandina, there are so many pieces in Nandina. So what you're gonna do is cut those pieces off of the main stem and start filling in. Again, with Low and Lush, you really want those like really pretty long pieces. So try to find some pretty long pieces for the end, like the edge of your thing, to really branch out, and then use those on the outside and then fill in your middle. I'm gonna make a little cool piece off of the center. Make sure you have some strong pruners for that, and then use this as an edge piece as well. And then I'm just gonna keep following that pattern that I'm making. Low and Lush, Low and Lush. Now again, just like last week that we talked about, Low and Lush is really good, especially for this beautiful Thanksgiving that's coming around, because you don't want to obstruct the view of the people on the table. So you don't want it to be too tall. You want it to be long and spread out and accent your table. So we can see everyone's beautiful face as they enjoy the beautiful meal that you're going to prepare, or that someone's going to prepare. So that's why we use Low and Lush for centerpieces and tables. I got this really big chunky piece with a with berries on it, so I'm gonna use that to really fill up space. Very helpful. And then I'm gonna do the same with this one. Just keep cutting up and down the stem, making cool little pieces to shove in there. Fill in our bouquet, our centerpiece. Again, making sure that we're having really pretty fluttery pieces on the side to make sure that it's long and low, just like that. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're gonna take this, use that piece to fill in on this side. Take off all of our leaves. I'm like, Madison, I know, God, it's like week 3000. I'm gonna say it every week. Sorry. All right, and that, I got a couple more pieces, nice. No leaves left behind, as I always say. All right, those are some pieces. Cut off this little piece right here that has no purpose. I'm not gonna call off all those spiky little twigs because I do think some of the like berry pieces add like a little texture, so I'm gonna keep those. All right, so now we have our Low and Lush look going on. Again, we're making sure that it's long, like it's spraying across, and that we have those long pieces that really like stretch outside of the bouquet, and then we're making sure that it's full in the middle so that we have something to work with. So first we're gonna work with our focals. So let's go in. First I'm gonna do my 2 shimmers. Let's do that. So 1, as always, no leaves. No leaves in the water. We're gonna cut that one a little low because we don't want it too big or too long. Again, Low and Lush. Gonna play with that a little bit, make sure I like where it is. Okay, like that. Take off those guard petals. Really, really spread that one out a little bit. Good to see that beautiful center inside of the shimmer roses. And we're gonna find the perfect place for it to stand up and look beautiful. Also, so proud of you guys. You guys have probably come, not probably, I've seen it when you send me your things. You guys have come so far in your design skills, and I'm so proud of all of you. It makes me very happy. I saw someone's video and they sent an email and they said, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but you said, thank you for helping me grow. And it made me so happy, I almost cried. When? So I really appreciate when you guys send stuff and are super happy with your DIY. Please keep doing that. It makes my soul happy. Very thankful, haha, for that. All right, I'm gonna go in with my white rose now too, just to balance it out a little bit. Remember, low and lush, low and lush, low and lush. Sounds like a song. And then I'm gonna go in with my last shimmer. Remember, just like I just did with that white rose and my other shimmer, take off any petals that are looking a little crazy. Really get that beautiful center going in our shimmer rose. And then again, use it to frame our bouquet. Frame it, frame, frame, frame. Beautiful. Next, I'm going to go in with our mums. Now remember, with Low and Lush, you want to make sure that you are playing with your heights. So I'm going to make some of these mums a little taller than some of the roses, and maybe a little lower than some of the roses that we've done. So I'm going to make sure that everything is at a different height and not everything's the same. Because Low and Lush, you don't want it to look flat. That's a big Low and Lush no flat designs. Gonna go in with these beautiful bronze ones. I already got my accent Lynette in there, so I'm gonna go in with one of those. I'm gonna have this one stick out a little longer by our beautiful shimmer rose. And then I'm gonna have this one be a little lower on this side. And again, using my chicken wire and my stems to really support everything that I'm doing. Let me give y'all a view of what it's looking like on this side. So then I can also check how it's looking on this side. All right, she's looking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Just as we go, adjust as we go. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the drill, y'all know the deal. I'm gonna start rapping. All right, so now we're gonna go in with our snapdragons. So we're gonna use some of these snapdragons to really fill in some space. I'm gonna do this one like this. And then have this one going like this. Beautiful. All right, and then we're gonna use some of our button mums. Now these are gonna be beautiful fillers. We wanna make sure that they're filling in any of those naked spots. So I'm gonna cut some of them really low so they fill in space. This one right here. And then use some other pieces that I'm cutting off of that to accent it. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, I'm gonna cut some of these a little lower to make sure I'm filling in space, but to make sure also they're seen. And then use those leftover pieces from when I split it to kind of build some length going out this side. Beautiful. Remember, play with your heights. I'll say that 3,000 times all the time when we are together designing. Play with your heights, play with your heights, play with your heights. Super important. Sometimes when you're like, it's looking a little bald in some places, that's all you need to do is just play with the height of one of your stems. Like this one right here, if I angle it differently. All right, and then I have this one left. I'm gonna cut that one like this. And then really, I'm gonna lift this up and look at it and see where it could use a stem. See right here in this middle part. So I'm gonna readjust my rows a little. And then readjust this row a little. Maybe cut a little shorter will help. Right, and then put this one right here. Now we have our orchid. So I'm gonna look in this bouquet and I'm gonna try to find a spot that looks like it could really use an orchid. And on the side of me, I'm already seeing one low key. This side, I don't think it needs it. I think we just need to readjust our stems a little bit, but for that side, I know y'all see it. It's like right there. Like an orchid would be very pretty right there. We're just gonna plop her in there. She already has her water source, so we don't have to worry about her touching water, which is why I love water tubes, because you don't have to worry about if the flower is gonna freaking die or not, because it already has a water source. Gonna pull that one out a little bit. Chicken wire really has a hold of her. She didn't want to let her go for a second. Pull out our stems a little bit. Really make sure that orchid is facing upward, and you can see it because flowers have faces. Oh, I love Nandina, that little berry that I have going over there. Also turning your snapdragons upward, because remember, we don't want a sad looking vase. Getting rid of some of these ends that are kind of pointless. Making sure that all of our stuff is framed correctly. Ooh. All right, give her one last look, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we are all done. That is our Thanksgiving centerpiece. Again, we love using Low and Lush for centerpieces because it doesn't obstruct the view of the people that are eating in front of us. We want to make sure we're seeing our friends and family that we've invited into our home. We have these beautiful bronze colors that just scream Thanksgiving. They scream autumnal. We have the Nandina that splays across the table, so it's really good for like long rectangular tables. We have that pop of white in there, but we also have these peach tones with our shimmers and our linettes, and then that orange that really balances all of these peach and bronze and orange tones that are going on in this bouquet. I love it. I love autumn. It's so warm and welcoming, and it just super thankful for autumn, honestly. So again, thanks for always joining me. It's been a pleasure. Super thankful for all of you. And I would love to see how you guys are doing for your Thanksgiving centerpiece table or table centerpiece. So make sure you send pictures in the link that we have below. It's always been a good time, and have a good one. Bye.